So we're looking for 8 competitors under 66 kilograms and 8 competitors under 77 kilograms.
That's right.
And what do we have so far?
It's the Saigon Saga.
Superfight của Saigon Saga.
Subscribe right now.
Welcome back to Vietnam from Canada. How was it?
Temperate. The weather was temperate. I got back home, caught the tail end of spring, and 5 weeks later, winter's coming soon, so it was time to head back over here.
So you've been training gi mostly?
Yeah, 4 weeks of sessions in the gi, a couple no gi sessions. It's not so bad training in the gi there, just because of the weather. It's dry. You don't sweat too much. This kind of thing.
Yeah. And did you notice you've been there? You've been gone for the last couple of years, right? Since you trained at your home gym.
Yeah, it's been 2 years since I trained there, so it's good to get back, roll around with those guys, kind of see how everyone's progressed, and just catch up, because that's what it's all about.
So what did you miss the most about Vietnam?
Just the no-gi scene here, getting to cruise around, hanging at a bunch of different gyms, that and the food, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Thanks for lunch.
Yeah, of course, man. What'd you have for lunch?
I don't know, Zach. What did I have for lunch? Something I've never heard of. No, same thing I eat every day.
Yes. Awesome, man. Well, hey, we're all glad to have you back. Everyone keeps asking me, where's Adam? Where's Adam? Is he still alive? I'm like, I think so. And
I'm back. I'm more well-fed. I'm feeling good.
You look healthy.
Yeah, I feel healthy for the first time in a while. I've been pretty depleted, and it's nice to look in the mirror and just look, healthy and fulfilled. So
awesome, man.
I've been gone for a while. What happened recently? This past Saturday, what'd you have going on?
I had an amazing seminar taught by Pato at DRAGON MMA. And it was called Attacking from the Bottom, No Guard Needed, which really appealed to a lot of our followers and a lot of the community. And really a leg lock and attacking from the bottom, and then for 2 hours, and then followed by 1 hour straight 5 to 6 minute rounds with 30-second break.
Yeah.
Arcane style.
So attacking from the bottom, no guard needed. Sounds great. But what you really need, Zach, is attacking from the top, no guard passing needed.
Yeah. That's true. And as everyone knows, still working on my jiu-jitsu, still trying to learn jiu-jitsu. And it's guys like Pato and Corey that really help us here in the community. But it was a great event. We were expecting 10, 30 showed up. We raised 7.5 million dong that will go to Saigon Superfights II as prize money to help send local Vietnamese and Saigon-based grapplers to international competition.
Yeah, this is exciting. So we did raise some money in this event, and big thanks to Pato. He's the guy who really came forward and made this happen, volunteered his time and knowledge and experience.
It was actually his idea.
Yeah, his idea, and asked for nothing in return.
Yeah, asked for nothing. He was actually inspired by V's story, how he recently went down to Malaysia and won 2 tournaments down there. But he was like, hey, what can we do to send more Vietnamese, send more local grapplers abroad, and came up with this seminar.
So, yeah, big turnout, a lot of excitement. I think people are kind of getting excited for something else, which is coming up soon in September.
Yeah, Saigon Superfights II will be on September 21st at DRAGON MMA.
Do we have any matches planned for that?
Have a couple matches already lined up. The first one is Rucking Brian versus Doc J. And the community doesn't know about Doc J. Doc J will be coming from America. And Brian, he's been doing jiu-jitsu for maybe the last on and off for the last 6 months. And it's a lot of judo when he was young, and a former Marine. And he's in very good shape. Doc J has had 1 hour of training 2 years ago. And so I think that'll be an interesting match. But they're about the same age, around 50. They're both around 50. Both are pretty in decent shape for their age. So definitely Brian is in good shape.
So 2 guys who might not get the opportunity to compete against somebody else, their skill level or intensity level, but they both get a stage and can go try out their skills.
Unlikely either one of these would have done the competition if it wasn't for a Saigon Superfights type event.
So we've got one super fight. We also have somebody else who's expressed interest in competing.
Dan Vinny.
All right, professional MMA fighter, also a jiu-jitsu black belt, and he is interested in taking a match with somebody. So if you want to compete with him, reach out to us.
That's right. And we also have one challenge, and from Chelsea Cashwell.
The Machete.
Yeah. And she has challenged Robin Lucas to a Saigon Superfights match. And pending her acceptance of this challenge, we'll have the first female Saigon Super Fight in the history.
Yeah. So Robin, high level, I've never met her. She's competed pretty much on the highest stage.
I've never met Robin either, but a lot of people talk about her. I see her videos. Certainly a profound grappler.
Yeah, it'd be great
out of the UK.
Great to be getting her out here, get her on the event. So we'll reach out to her, see if she's interested, and if not, try and find another matchup for Chelsea.
Are you going to be doing? Are you going to do a fight?
I'll have to check the date, see if I'm there. I'll compete out of convenience, but I will be at the event, so I would consider it. No, but of course, these events, our primary focus is to put the spotlight on the Vietnamese grapplers. So for the next part of the event, we will have maybe a few more super fights. We'll also have a under 66 kilogram division and a under 77 kilogram division. And we're hoping to fill those up with primarily Vietnamese grapplers.
Yeah. So, and we're also going to have the preliminaries.
Yes. So each of those tournaments, the 2 tournaments we will be having, will have a semifinal and a final on the day, September 21st of Saigon Superfights II. So 4 competitors for each tournament will arrive and compete on the day. But prior to that, we're going to have some quarterfinals, some preliminary matchups, and these will take prior to the event, maybe a couple weeks before, and these will be held at some of the different gyms around Saigon. So something excited to look forward to.
So I'm thinking maybe Ohana MMA could be a good place. Arcane Grappling could be a good place. And if you do have a space that's fit for these preliminary matches, and we might reach out to you. And but yeah, the whole point of this is to keep Saigon Superfights on the day, a very short 2-hour event that's exciting for not only the competitors but also the spectators.
Yeah, and we get something exciting to look forward to in the meantime and give us a bit of carryover and lead up to the main event. So just building that excitement on the final day. Again, it's just going to be 2 hours of jam-packed action on September 21st.
Yeah, for sure. Just very excited to be able to have 8 weeks to plan for this versus 2 weeks like we did last time.
So we're looking for 8 competitors under 66 kilograms and 8 competitors under 77 kilograms.
That's right.
And what do we have so far?
In those brackets, we don't have anyone yet.
All right. So if you're interested in competing, reach out to us, get your name on the list. These spots will be filled for sure.
Yeah. So you can either sign up for a super fight where we'll match you up with someone with similar experience and weight, or you could sign up for the under 66 or under 77 bracket, limited to 8 slots each.
And keep in mind, for those 2 tournaments, that's where the majority of the prize money generated from the seminar will be going out to. So if you win the bracket, you win the prize. And our previous winner, where did he go?
Our previous winner, V, went to ADCC Malaysia and was able to compete in 2 tournaments.
Yeah.
The first was ASJJF, a gi tournament on Saturday, and the second was ADCC, a no-gi tournament on Sunday. And he was able to compete in both events.
Yeah, had his hotel and travel paid for. His sign-up fees for both tournaments were waived. So great experience for him. Did very well in both tournaments, and it's exciting to be able to send the next guys on.
Yeah, absolutely. So just want to thank the community again for raising enough money within 24 hours to send V down to Malaysia and cover his travel, his lodging, and all his food costs for the entire weekend.
And shout out to ADCC Malaysia and ASJJF for opting in to offer us some free registration, which we could pass on to him.
So they're already the next ASJJF in Malaysia is actually going to be in November. So November 9th, I believe, is the gi tournament, and I believe the following day is going to be ADCC. The same team manages both tournaments, so that makes it convenient. And it will likely be in Tropicana Gardens Mall if
you don't want to compete, go for the mall.
it's a really cool place because you got 6 levels and you got spectators on every single level. So it's a great way to for the spread of grappling and awareness of grappling in Southeast Asia.
Yeah, and like if you have a break between matches, you can get some shopping done, that kind of stuff, run some errands.
Absolutely, you can do
Hit the
pretty
bakery.
much anything.
So.
You bakery, and you could probably go to the movies too. Yep. So really excited about Saigon Superfights 2. A lot of interest already. There's limited slots if you want to compete, whether in the tournament or a super fight. Reach out to Saigon Saga.
All right. If you are a brand or a company and you want to support these kind of events, we are looking for sponsorship. So reach out to us.
Absolutely. And if you would like to be a part of the event, volunteer at the event in any fashion. For example, Anna Hills volunteered to do professional photography at the seminar this past weekend on Saturday, and amazing photos from what we've seen so far. So if you want more exposure, if you want to get more closely interconnected with the grappling community here in Saigon, a great way to do it is at Saigon Superfights or other events that the Saigon Saga is a part of.
Absolutely. It's a great time to have everyone come together, and we are trying to build something bigger here. So it's not just about us, it's about the athletes.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
A lot of exciting things that's coming up. So what else is going on?
What's going on in Thao Dien, Zach?
There's 2 new jiu-jitsu programs I'd like to highlight. Number 1, it's actually been here for a while, is Thao Dien Jiu Jitsu. First time I visited was last week, and very impressed by their skill level and their passion for jiu-jitsu. It's almost like they're a very strong family that's been together for about 4 years, and they kind of fly under the radar, but it's always a great some good roles and good instruction if you want to stop by K1.
All right.
I went on the Wednesday, the no-gi. It's Wednesday at 6. It's a good class. Yep. And Felipe has started a jiu-jitsu program at Primal Fitness. The facility is very nice. The mats very soft. The room air conditioned, and it has a huge TV screen. It must be 100 inches or more, right? That you can, in case maybe you're grappling with someone, they're not giving you a real challenge. You can just watch the TV that circles between beautiful landscapes of Norway, Iceland, Patagonia. So it's very nice. And also, one thing that's unique to their jiu-jitsu program is they have all women's classes there.
Every class is just for women.
No, not every class, but they have either once or twice a week. They have all women's classes where if you're a female and you're on the fence of whether or not you want to try jiu-jitsu because you don't want to
in a room full of sweaty guys, bunch of gorillas.
Dudes, you know what I mean? You can go to this class.
Go dip your toes in, learn some self-defense, that kind of thing. And then after a while, you're going to want to be in the regular class, tapping out all these guys.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. What else is going on, Adam?
All right. The rest of the year coming up in Vietnam, we have a lot of events in Southeast Asia and around. What are we looking at?
So we later this month, we have a C88 gi only tournament in Hanoi.
What is notable about this tournament?
I think it's the first C88 tournament outside of Saigon.
Okay, so that's exciting. They put on tournaments in the past, so this will be the first time they have it in Hanoi, and this will be an exclusively gi tournament.
Yes, that's correct. And then outside of that, we have a lot of events from ADCC, ASJF, from throughout Southeast Asia that are happening almost every weekend. There's something, and then there's also some events in Korea.
Okay, so if you want to compete,
in Japan,
check online. You know where to find that information.
But don't forget, Team Vietnam. We come together as one team and we travel internationally to compete, and it's a great experience for everyone and really brings our community together. The last one where we really did this on a large stage was in Malaysia, the beginning of last month, and the next big one will be October 6th.
Where is that?
It's in Manila, the Philippines. Oh. Yeah. So that will be an ADCC event where a lot of interest from within Vietnam is already built, and that's the next Team Vietnam event. But there could be one sooner should someone express interest in going.
Sounds good. So if you're interested in competing, maybe you just want to go to the Philippines, great time to get into it.
For sure.
And those tournaments are pretty friendly to all levels of competition.
All levels of competition, yeah, for sure. So with ADCC, they don't go by belts; they go by beginner, intermediate, and professional. So beginner is white and blue, intermediate is blue, purple, brown, and then professional is brown and black.
Okay,
right?
Sounds good. So if you're interested, check out the ADCC website if they have one. Where do you find it?
It's actually Smooth Comp.
Smooth Comp.
Smooth Comp is where you want to go to find events in Southeast Asia. The ones that are in Korea, however, are on Korean websites that you have to find, and then
find a Korean friend; they'll help you out.
Yeah.
Go to Team Shark; they can help you register.
Yeah, that's true.
Get your hair done while you're there. If you want blonde hair, you want a new look. Team Shark underneath, they've got the salon there.
Yeah.
I've yet to visit, but I walk through there all the time, and I don't think they like it.
That's probably true. Okay. All right. A lot of things coming up here, guys. Hey, thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting our community. Thanks for supporting the saga. And we're excited about the rest of the year.
Comments, questions, concerns, give them to Zach.
No, Adam's here. He said he wanted more questions.
No, if there's any topics or stuff like that you guys want discussed, reach out to us. We'll try and cover it on the show. If you know somebody who wants to be on the show, or yourself think you are a potential guest, reach out to us as well. Preferably with some kind of resume and the reason why we should have you on here.
Subscribe right now.